Greg Powers, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and I'm here with Texas High School Football insider Matt Stepp. Man,
what a game.
I don't know where to start. I'm like to pull up a chair and sit down to talk about this, and we're going to be here a minute to break this action down.
This was a crazy game.
Richmond Randall just knocked off South Oak Cliff in the 5A Division II state championship game. It was an absolute war. Twists and turns from top to bottom, special teams plays, good defensive plays, huge offensive plays. I don't know where to start, but I'm going to start with Randall. Winning it for Randall, picking up its first ever state championship win.
In their third year of existence as a school, Brian Randall, the head coach at Richmond Randall, wins the state title at the school named for his father. What a story here.
That's a tremendous story. It writes itself.
In the third year of their program, they come here on the road to Arlington against South Oak Cliff, who, 25 minutes down the road, they come in here as a heavy underdog despite being undefeated and walk away state champions. An unbelievable effort from the Lions, knocking off the Golden Bears. And I think the key, special teams.
No
football
doubt.
Games are three phases. Randall's special teams dominated this football game. They returned not one but two kickoffs for touchdowns. They recovered a muff punt that gave them a short field. They executed a 40-plus yard field goal, and then South Oak Cliff at the end of the game doesn't execute their field goal. Complete domination by Randall and special teams. And frankly, that's the difference in this three-point football game.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I thought South Oak Cliff's offense was pretty dominant in this game. Richmond Randall, 2026 running back, 2027 running back.
Yeah.
Me. Landon Williams.
We get him for 2 more years.
Yeah, we're going to give him an extra.
Yeah.
Landon Williams Callis walks away with offensive MVP honors. He has 40 scholarship offers. I'm going to keep calling him the Texas high school football version of Barry Sanders because that's just fun for me, and that's what I like to watch him do. Like, he makes dudes miss in a phone booth. But South Oak Cliff's offense was pretty good. They were rolling. But Randall, man, that special teams made the difference.
The difference is South Oak Cliff dominates in the stats. They have 461 yards. Randall only has 211 yards. How do you lose a football game when you outgain a team more than 2-1? It's special teams. Randall's defense also came up with a big interception in the second half. It looked like South Oak Cliff was starting to take control of the game. They're up 28-24. Their crowd's getting into it. They have the football, a chance to go up 2 scores. They get a tip pass, a diving interception, and then right after they score a touchdown to go up 31-28 and kind of settle the football game down a little bit when it looked like they were teetering a little bit. That defense gave up some yardage, but they made a play when they needed it.
You mentioned the special teams, but there were critical moments in this game into the first half, beginning in the fourth quarter.
End of half situations.
Those are key turning points for both teams, right?
Yeah. So let's talk about it with South Oak Cliff in the first half, first of all. Randall leads 17-14. 2:30 left in the first half. Sox got a 4th and 3 in their own territory. They elect to, I think on their own -40, not the -40. Coach Jason Todd rolls the dice. He elects to go for it. Randall's defense stops him.
Big tip pass.
Randall gets a short field, 40-yard field. They go down and score right before halftime. I think Sweeney hit the tight end, Max, I think number 18. I can't remember his name now. Big tight end, good-looking kid. Hit him over the middle for a touchdown, and it's 24-14. So now it's a 2-score game. Then at the end of the game, Randall's up 3. Sox got the ball. They got a first down in Randall territory. Minute 40 or so left, and they only got 1 timeout left. They can Sock, to be frank, kind of mismanaged that a little bit there. They get a first down run. They pick up about 4 yards. Then on 2nd and 6, they elect to run the football again. Clock's running. They elect to run the football and get nothing. 3rd and 6, they bang a timeout, and out of the timeout, they call a little zone Reva Kopecki, and number 11, Ryan Mallory, who was unbelievable today, makes a play, stops South Oak Cliff. They're out of timeouts, under a minute left, the clock's running, they rush the field goal team out. They had time to get the kickoff. I think the play got stopped with about 25 seconds left, so they run the team out. They have time to set it up. Wasn't too rushed, and the kicker just missed the kick. It's a 40-plus yard field goal for a high school kicker from the left hash, not a guarantee. He misses it, and South Oak Cliff, I think probably that, looking back on it, Monday morning quarterbacking, probably should have called a pass play, because in that situation, an incomplete pass is not a bad thing because the clock stops, and that's what you need at that point.
Straight pandemonium after that in the stands for Randall, and on the sidelines, elated joy, and then the agony defeat on the other side.
I think shock, a lot of shock from South Oak Cliff. I think they were looking like they were potentially going to win the game there, and Randall kind of pulled it out and just you got a feel for South Oak Cliff. They controlled the game, they dominated the stat sheet, but that's not all. The only stat that matters is the final score. Randall makes the plays in the end, and that's the difference. It's 3 phases to football. Randall won by a large margin.
We're going to keep unpacking this. A lot of prospects on the field. We could be talking here all night about this game, but we're going to make the long instant reaction a little bit shorter. Just keep it locked on Dave Campbell's Texas Football, TexasFootball.com, because we're going to continue to unpack this game, bring you hard-hitting analysis from Matt Stepp and myself, Greg Powers. Thanks, man, just for
what a great day
breaking that game down.
Yeah,
man.
that was a fun one.
It was fun sitting next to you in the press box for it too.
Yeah, we were calling the plays, and we had a read on some things.
But we're going to be doing it tomorrow.
Yeah.
3 more games left out here at AT&T Stadium. Keep it locked on Dave Campbell's.